Well, I've just had a brainwave. I've just had a brainstorm, and I've just come up with the most fabulous way of dealing. Can you see the bigger bolts? They tend to be dangling here. You can't put them in a jar, really. They're here, but they're pretty ugly looking, aren't they? They're pretty, just dangling. And I don't know why, and I've been thinking about it for quite some time. How am I going to deal with them? What am I going to do? Because, you don't want them all in a big tub. You want to be able to get to them. Anyway, without further ado, I don't know why, it was in my mind. I was thinking about it. What the hell am I going to do with these? You can't put them in a jar. You haven't got enough jars to put them in. They won't perish like these little ones do. They're tougher. They're a tougher bolt to be out in the open. Generally I like them away, but they're good enough. So anyway, I didn't really want them on the floor in a tub underneath. That sort of a jazz. So anyway, look at this. I've got the chain. I've put a little bolt in between it there. Each one now, I'll just connect. I'll get a cable tie and I'll make a whole row, and the chain is good enough to hold it. I can dangle the chain here. When I can't wrap it round, I'll get a tech screw and really connect this well. You'll have to have a real good connection to this top end, but the chain will take the weight and the bolts will just come down like this. And look, we've got plenty of the chain, haven't we? And any chain will do, as long as you can get a fixing, as long as you can put a cable tie through the chain and you think the chain is strong enough. I've got loads of the chain. I've got plenty chain. I've got plenty of cable ties. They're cheap enough. If I want something, I'll just take one from the bottom. If I want this, I clip the cable tie. If I want this, I just unbolt it. If I want the washer, I unbolt it. So I'll have access to everything. I have just come up with an idea of holding all these bolts in a tidy manner, in a tidy way, and the bolt it'll hang on in there, won't it? And so that the cable tie doesn't, just make sure you put your cable tie through this end, which is it's not going to force its way through one of these. The bottom, it could slip through or cut, couldn't it? So, yeah. I've just come up with a fantastic way of keeping my bigger bolts without taking up too much space, and it's not going to look as ugly as these, especially if I get them all the same. I can hang them in rows along here, can't I? A row of them and a row of this and a row of that. I've just come up with this fantastic idea, and I had to do it now, so don't forget. We'll snip the ends of the cable ties off. If we want the nuts, just the nuts, we've got them. If we want just the washers, we can take them off. Wow. I don't know why. I had been thinking about it for a while. What the hell am I going to do with these bigger nuts and bolts? How am I going to deal with them? Reggie, you're a genius. I am a shelving genius. Do you think? Am I a shelving genius? By the time I make a nice row of them, I'm going to be a shelving storage genius. Nuts and bolts shelving storing genius.